We got ourselves Team Demon Hunter with Hornstar. Dude, I'm gonna get demonetized just for saying that on YouTube. We also got Kazoo in the back, hanging out on his lucid nightmare. More like a lucid dream for a lot of people to get. We got Zach in here. Look at Swab with that hat, dude. Even got the neck beard to go with. Is that on purpose, or is that just me? It looks like a neck beard and a hat. It's like, milady, tip the hat. We got the fridge in here, dude. And Valor as well. From Skywall. On Team Blue, we got ourselves Jinx. The X, it's sometimes a Z. I don't know, dude. I don't know how to say his name. We also got Callus in here, P-Blood Twisted, and Wana. We got DK, dude. Team Death Knight, Team Arthas versus Team Illidank. For this first group, Jinx is gonna go with a little bit of a death and decay in the opener. Zach is gonna be the first guy up and running. Verse and Himaeus coming out early for the Demon Hunter. As soon as he sees the armor dead, Zach is actually gonna bail out of there completely. Just gonna wait out all that extra damage. Doesn't want to do it. Getting grip right back in, avoiding the pet for a good while. That's gonna be a stun out of the DK. Strangling, getting tricketed on. Gonna be dropping it down. A Metamorphosis on top of all his pets. Plenty of opportunity for him to go for a bit of cleave. Jinx is gonna try to go for a little bit on the cross. Actually using IBF right before he gets hit with that stun. Perfect IBF timing, just so he can continue trucking along. Zach, though, however, is impervious to all the damage of all these pets right now. The only thing that can stop him is maybe a couple stacks of necrotic, but all those pets time for him to cleave. You got the main pet, you got the Abomination. You also have a pet at a distance too, and Zach got full Metamorphosis. Jinx is gonna have to play very defensive here. Lots of transfusion healing, lots of death strike. Zachary making sure to dispel that safety trinket. That's gonna be a stun trinket out of for Jinx, though. Gonna go for an interrupt onto the I-beam as Zachary continues to extend his Metamorphosis. Jinx is gonna survive just a little longer if he wants to deal with a meta. Go for a stun, barely any health left. He's getting his transfusion at the very last second. AMS up a little bit early, and Zachary bailing out of there. Metamorphosis finally ends. Maybe Jinx will have himself an opportunity. Going for the big old main beam on Zachary. Weird move, but it did shred for quite a bit of his health with it, honestly. Not gonna lie. It looks like he's actually turned the damage on the Zach, but Zach is getting that Metamorphosis back up and running, and Jinx goes down, and Zach gets a huge heal from that Underrot proc while meta is up, and that second Underrot literally tops him off. Unbelievable, dude. Twisted Club playing that booming, not a feral, is going for a full incarnation right now. If he goes for a proc-based build, he actually might have an advantage here. Zach flying up in the air, and Twisted going behind the pillar. He's just gonna cast himself a bit of regrowth. Zachary taking quite a bit of dot damage. It looks like proc damage might be the playstyle for Twisted if you're playing Boomkin. That is a class that has 0 dot damage, so playing the procs will help you make up a little bit. Fix cam, fix cam, fix cam. What? Oh. Did I? You guys didn't see it on stream. Oh my god. Well, I was recording it at least. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. It was recorded, so on YouTube you will see it, a lot of it. You see, you will still see it on YouTube, but you didn't see it for the stream. You guys missed a good portion of the game. Wow, I feel dumb. That's gonna be Zachary getting hit with the disarm right as he goes for the stun onto Twisted. Bash to follow up, has a trinket, is gonna use an Underrot trinket procinus to get himself into the Metamorphosis. That's gonna be a bit of a stun. Twisted is gonna go for Barkskin. Thorns are up. Zachary better be a little bit aware. Try to see if he can take off those thorns. Isn't able to, and it's gonna go for a little bit of a retreat into the room. Twisted not fast enough on his spells. Can't really do anything about a Demon Hunter retreating. Maybe this is where root spamming might be the way to go, just to stop him from retreating. Regrowth coming out. And Zachary getting offensive right as Thorns comes down. I swear to God to you, I was recording it, and it's gonna be seen on YouTube. You'll be able to see it on the YouTube, and once this goes to the video, if this goes to the video. Big sorry about the stream stuff, dudes. I got excited, man. I got too excited about duels. Honest mistake. You really did miss quite a bit of good damage from Zachary, though. He survived the DK easily. And Twisted now is the guy behind right now a little bit. Barkskin coming up very soon is getting a short silence onto Zachary, leaping back. Still in a very tough spot. Thorns are up. Does Zachary have I-beam? He is able to take off those thorns. I-beam to follow Twisted without Barkskin. Try to see if he can make his escape, but that stun is going to lock him down with a bit of a blade dance. Wanwa is going to go for a bit of a stun on Zachary. He's gonna follow up with a stun of his own. IBF coming out. Zachary actually flying up in the air. Gonna be actually A-OK AMS for 1v1. He's exhausting every defensive in the world. IBF and AMS down. Zachary, next time he gets a full metamorphosis, which he might actually have up very soon here, is gonna actually be able to truck down 1v1 as the army of the dead gonna be making their appearance right now. Is gonna go for a bit of a death pack. Necrotic in a portion of his health. Not gonna be able to catch up on heals. And Zachary is taking advantage of the opportunity, making sure to exploit that advantage for a short moment. 1v1, not using Crucible offensively, using it fully defensively just to make sure he's getting himself fully set up here. Oh wait, the other way around. He's using offensively rather than going for heals, which he desperately needs. Try to stack some necrotics, and Zachary getting hit with a stun. Zachary got a pre-blur on all the meta coming down as one-way is completely out of cooldowns. Not a defensive variable. All he has is a death strike. Skinny matters those death strikes. Needs that runic power, but does go down as Zachary slays him. And next up is going to be either P-Blood or maybe another death that looks like Colossus is going to be up next. Colossus versus Zachary. Wait, no, what? Wrong one! Wrong guy! Zachary is having to walk out because Colossus wasn't paying attention which DH is going up against. All of them look exactly the same. All of them are big, mean, horned, hoofed, and winged. All of them look like an anime-ass character if you ask me. Colossus having to back out from Zach. Actually, I was thinking he was going to back out of the darkness. No, not exactly what he wants to do, but should be backing out of the darkness with Zachary. Zachary dropped himself quite a big defensive onto Colossus, taking 0 damage while Cal is taking quite a bit. Lichborn is going to be the playstyle. Should be using it on cooldown, especially if he has traits where Lichborn allows him, IBF normally, allows him to heal every second. Death strikes are coming out, and Zachary is going to be nowhere near as he makes his escape away from the DK. Could go up in the air. Colossus kind of out in the open, does land a stun on the guy. Cal does have a trinket if things ever go bad. Needs to get himself a lot of death strikes, needs to leverage that healing. He's going to go for a Crucible offensive one to Zach. He's going to flap in there. Cal hiding behind the pillar, needs to get transfusion, needs to wait for the Lichborn, needs to wait for quite a lot of cooldowns before he goes for a big setup. He's going to pop off one of the trinkets to give him quite a bit of strength. I don't know if that's going to be enough right here though. He's actually going to get a stun to Zach, but he's still driving for a lot of health, doesn't get any health, and down he goes. Zachary goes for a big old 1v4, and oh, does he land that fifth with P-Blood? Is at least going to give him a bit of that honor duel as we get into the minute 6. 9% Deputy P-Blood has quite a bit of challenge to overcome. That is going to be a Demon Hunter. Landing that sap, making sure there's not going to be any eye shenanigans out of Zach. And it's going to open up as a sub-rogue with a cheap shot. That's going to be quite a bit of burst. Zachary does not have a trinket, no blur available. P-Blood, if he has the burst right now, could maybe go for a big old all-in-oh. Zachary does get to sneak in. A blade dance in between of it is going to get himself the I-beam rolling for that metamorphosis. Third cheap shot, fully DR'd. Zachary is fairly low on health. Trinket should be coming up in 30 seconds. Is he going to go for a bit of damage? He is going to go for a little bit of damage to the P-Blood. Get hit with a Maledict and actually going to bail away from the melee, dispelling himself from that Maledict by reversing damage. Reverse magic for that one. Sap comes out on Zachary as he goes in for a bit of a fell rush. Still at super low health. That's going to be a full stun by P-Blood. Is going up with the cheap shots. Does he have the resources to get those stuns back to back? Another cheap shot. Getting Zachary super low. Zachary still surviving though at the end of it all though. That's going to be shot instead by P-Blood. Stunned by Zachary for quite a distance. Does he go for a trinket? He does not. I-beam available for Zach, but that's going to be a big eviscerate. At the very end, even Zachary didn't expect that one. He felt like it was a good spot. That was going to be quite a lot of healing available for him as a DH once he used the I-beam. But that was quite a big crit for P-Blood. Whatever he did this now, he had enough damage to secure that win. That was actually, I didn't think that would be enough either. I feel for Zachary. I would have been comfortable too going into that. But that's going to be P-Blood catching a reset as Valor is going to be up next. At Paladin versus Rogue, P-Blood is going to need defensives. Actually, did not exhaust any defensives against Zachary. Got himself clean resets. Advantage available, trinket available, cloak available, evasion available, everything he needs in order to actually go against Valor. But he's going to be down on offensives, however. No shadowy blades. Hopefully you have charges of shadowiness in order to make the play here. Does get Valor to about half a shell. Try to get a shadow step on the guy. Not going to happen. Gonna hit in the Hodge instead. And Valor not popping off wings here. Evasion for P-Blood right now. Hoping to maybe get Valor blown up. Valor is going to be playing the Underrot trinket. However, and that's going to be a little bit of a funeral for Zachary for performing so well, dude. Big old 1v4. That's for Zachary's 1v4 on the DH. That's very well done. Kidney shot coming down to Valor with a cheap shot to follow. As people are just trying to see if he can get some burst in, doing quite a lot of damage. That's going to be 23% dampening, though. That underwater trick is not giving as much value. It looks like people want to bail away from Valor. Maybe shadow step and interrupt him on a cast. That's exactly what he needs to be going for. Valor trying not to get a cast off onto people. Trying to go for a shadow step, cheap shot instead. Valor might just go for a bubble here. Same chicken coming out for people. Valor trying to get offensive. Has a bubble if things ever go bad. Flashlights are coming out when he knows he's free to do so. People needs to get that interrupt on a cast if he ever at all. Try to see if he can vanish away. Maybe Shadow Step and Shadow Strike onto Valor. Does have a Malik roll on the guy. Needs to Shadow Step and interrupt him if ever things go bad. Valor knows he cannot give him that cast. He cannot give him that kick. But that's going to be Valor getting wings for a moment, catching a couple flashlights, sap coming up for P-Blood. I think that's the only way P-Blood can win this. He needs to deny the bubble for Valor. Valor might as well bubble or bop right now. Bubble coming out. Does P-Blood have anything? That's going to be no pre-cloak. Wings coming out. As you can see with the Hodge. P-Blood, does he get to survive it? He does not. And Valor does end up taking him out at the very end. Oh my goodness. Zachary with a big old 1v4 slaying everyone. P-Blood came down, took Zachary spree out of the way. I feel like it would have been a big old 1v5 if Zachary had any cooldowns there available. Either way, very well played, man. Very well played, honestly.